welcome back to the channel. My name is Candy if you're new here, and this is Sweet Creek Thrift, and today I am going to be sharing with you the sales I made in the first half of October. So from the 1st to the 15th of October, it is not that many sales. Today I have 24 sales to go over with you, and I'm going to jump right into them so we can hopefully make this a quick video. So if you're interested, stick around, and I'm just going to share with you what I bought, where I got it, how much I sold it for, etc. And just to kind of give you a brief overview of what's selling on my side of the business world. Anyways, it's kind of a funny way to put that, but anyways, so the first item is actually an item that I've had, so it's just been sitting for, I don't know, 20 years in a case, and I finally just pulled it out in like a container. I finally pulled it out, and I was like, honestly, I'm not going to put this up on a shelf. It's not really our style, and I decided to just go ahead and sell it so that somebody out there in the world can enjoy it. So this is a Nippon Morimura hand-painted blue and gold floral vase circa the 1911 and 1921 era. I did do a little bit of research because I didn't know a lot about it, but again, I've had it for so long, it just sat there. As you can see, it's got some wear to it, but that's normal considering it is that old. And there's the little like logo on the bottom, and yeah, it was really pretty. It had this like gold embossing, and I just thought it was beautiful, but it's definitely just not my style, and not my kids aren't gonna want it. So I went ahead and posted it, sold it for, as you can see, $75. So I posted it on September 14th to Poshmark and eBay, and it sold on Poshmark, not even on eBay. I thought that was interesting. I was offered $75 and I took that offer, so I earned $60 for it. The next item is this Knox Rose top, women's extra large blouse, and I put embroidered floral burgundy button up long sleeve, and it may be the burgundy color that sold this since it's going into fall, and that's the popular color this fall season. And it had these really pretty floral like embroidered on it, on the little bit on the bottom too, right here on the side. And there's a little bit of a close-up, and this is the Knox Rose brand, but it was a good size. It was an extra large. So for this item, I got this at Goodwill back when I was really first kind of trying to do more. This was about a year ago when I first decided to make this more of a, I'm gonna really try to make money in this business kind of a thing. Like before, I was just doing it Poshmark and eBay slowly. Really, I wasn't even really doing eBay, actually. I was, but not that much. Mostly Poshmark for the last few years before that, and it was so slow. I was only doing things every now and then, and I was selling things that maybe my daughter didn't want, like just sporadically, and then I would sell some stuff and wait until I had a couple $100, and then like for a birthday or something, I would pull it out and use it for a birthday money. So when I did start kind of last year, started going a little bit more focused on trying to find items to resell, really picked it up around the fall of last year where I got a little bit more serious. So anyways, long story to say, I picked this up at a Goodwill last year, probably did not pick it up. I probably wouldn't have picked it up now, but then again, I guess it's a good pick for this year, but it's not like the money invested in it really was worth it, because I paid $5.99. It probably would have been a pickup at the bins for me if I were to do it again this year, but not at a Goodwill. I probably wouldn't have paid up for it, I don't think. But anyways, I posted it on November 20th to Poshmark last year, and then I posted it on eBay September 14th of this year. So I didn't even post it onto eBay until this year, and it finally sold October 2nd on eBay. So eBay, it only took a couple weeks, and the purchase price was $17.99. That gave me a profit after my $5.99 initial investment and then all the fees. Then I earned $8.28. So not a huge profit, but it's a little bit of a profit. So it wasn't like a horrible pickup. I just don't know that I would pick it up at a $5.99 price anymore. The next item is this called, it's a New Day women's medium floral long sleeve button up sheer blouse. And then I put orange pink because it kind of had the color scheme. And this is from a donation. It was the original donation that I had, a mass donation when I first started, probably like 3 or 4 years ago. And I was just kind of slowly going through those clothes. Mostly that's the stuff that I was selling on Poshmark for a few years, and just whenever that would sell, that's the money I would use for birthdays. So it was all pretty much stuff that I got donated for the most part. And I posted it way back September 12th of 2021 to Poshmark. That tells you how long ago I started doing this. And posted it to eBay August 26th of this year. It sold on eBay October 2nd for $9.99. And so, again, it did not take very long on eBay. It was a good time of year, the right coloring, like the color scheme of the item. And I'll go back and share it with you. So I made $7.61 profit after all that time. So, like, was that semi-sheer? And that's also, I guess, popular this year as well. And then it's like a pink and brown kind of colorway, like a florally leaf print. So it was definitely a very fall-inspired look. And oh yeah, and it had the little mother of pearl buttons, so they had a lot going for it. It was really cute. I'm just glad it finally sold. So it took forever to sell that one. And the next item is this Naruto Shippuden cloak, Spirit Halloween store, costume, cosplay, Epic Comic Con, size large, extra large. And my daughters have been into anime for quite a few years, and they watched Naruto, so I recognized the Naruto aspect of it when I saw it at the store, and I did pick it up. I probably shouldn't have picked this one up either. I thought that it was a cloak and that it would sell for more, and it did have a few flaws, as you can see. Which I don't think I noticed that the zipper was pulling off at the bottom until I got home. So I did not inspect it very good at the store either. Another lesson learned. So I am still learning. And I learn every time I go to the store. I'll make a little mistake here and a little mistake there. And you know what? That's part of like the process of learning as you learn as you go. So that's kind of like my motto. I'll just keep learning. I'll make little mistakes here and there. Hopefully no big ones. And just keep learning, and every day is a new day, and every day you just find something new that you're going to learn from. So I love learning. And anyways, I did buy this in February at Goodwill, and I paid $7.99. Way too much, I think. And I posted it on February 21st to Poshmark and eBay, and it sold on eBay October 2nd for $16. So after my initial $8 investment, and their the eBay selling fees, which was $3.70, my profit was $4.31. Great profit there. I'm doing super well on my profit margins. Hey, I'm selling stuff though. That's the good thing. I'm getting there. I will eventually. I am learning. I think I'm getting better at picking up the more the higher valued items. It's just a learning curve. And I think the more you watch other videos of what's sold and people that have been in the business longer than you, that know what they're doing, because I watch a lot of those videos throughout the day, just to absorb as much as I can. So when I do go to the store, I pick things up like Hoku's, which I just picked up. So if you didn't see that last video of mine where I went to Goodwill and I found a pair of Hoku 1-1s, and I didn't even know they were the 1-1s. I just saw Hoku and I grabbed them before somebody else. So I was really happy. But the next item that sold is this Tommy Hilfiger, and I put vintage red blue overalls style tiered dress, size 6 to 12 months. And it had this cute little embroidery along the neckline and some really cute buttons on the sides. It's kind of hard to see this coloring on this photos, the way that it, at least on my computer, it looks interesting. But the let's see, here we go, there's the back. But the straps were really cute, fully embroidered, and then they had like the little Tommy logos kind of like embroidered on. So I thought that was really adorable. And it was from, let's see, let's see, I got this, I think in that, yeah, in the bag sale at Kid to Kid. Also February 17th was when I picked it up. And so my average cost per item that I got into that bag was $1.57 per item. And I posted it March 1st of 24 this year to Poshmark, eBay, and Kidizen. And it sold on Poshmark on October 3rd for $6. I think I took a lower offer, or I sent an offer. I was just trying to get it out. So I did earn a profit of $2.66, which is great. It was a profit and every little bit in that bag. And eventually I'll have a whole list of all the things that sold, so I can say I paid this much for the bag and I sold all the items, so this is how much I actually earned. That'll be an interesting statistic to see, I think, once I get everything in the bag sold. Oh, and Kidizen just posted, or sent the email out and posted that they're closing, which is really sad, but at the same time, it's not really going to affect me much because I maybe sell one thing on there a month, if that. Maybe one every 2 months. So it really just doesn't have enough people that go on it to look for items. So in reality, if I go ever put stuff over there, I'm pretty much just wasting my time, I feel like. So it's probably why they're selling, is they just didn't have enough of a base of people actively shopping on their app, I think, to keep it floating up, running essentially. But the next item is Talbot's Sweater Women's Large Pure Merino Wool Gray Turtleneck Cardigan Pockets. And this one was also from Goodwill from November 10th last year. Another one of those pickups. I was looking at I think I was on the right track with the Pure Merino Wool, but the style of this one, it had like these cardigan pockets on the front. It had the big turtleneck, and it was just the gray. I think the gray it's pretty, but it's just so plain. I don't think a lot of people really want that gray. So it's just not in style as much anymore. And so even though it was a size large, it was pure merino wool, like it had a lot of other features going for it. So I thought that this would do well, especially when I picked it up in November last year. And it just sat. It sat and sat and sat. And I'm glad it sold this year, though. So I'm glad to see it go. I paid $5.99 and posted it November 20th to Poshmark and eBay last year. It finally sold on Poshmark October 1st for $23, which gave me a profit of $12.41. Slightly better margin there. The next item is this American Eagle Soft and Sexy Bubblegum Pink. I put Bubblegum Pink just because it reminds me of bubblegum. V-neck t-shirt, size small. And it really was stretchy, soft, definitely a comfy. If I ever find these in my size, I will take these. I will buy them for myself because it was definitely something I would love to wear. And I love the color so much. It wasn't my size. I am not a size small. So it's super cute though. And they are soft. Definitely nice loungewear, cozy. You can wear it out. You can wear it to bed. Like definitely one of those type of shirts. And I got this at the Goodwill bins for $1. I bought it, let's see, I went on December 27th last December. My average cost of goods was $1 per item. And I posted it January 25th to Poshmark and eBay. Finally sold on Poshmark October 5th for $13. So that gave me a profit of $9.77. And I like the $1 to a $9 profit is really good. The next item is this Wrangler 13 Original Flame Resistant Men's Blue Jeans, size 36 by 36. And this is like that flame resistant. It had a few minor flaws along the pant leg here. And they're just like a thicker work jean, I guess you could call it. And it had the Cat 2 logo. So it was like a Cat 2 rated, I guess for welders, I would guess, or for anybody that works in some industries that deal with that kind of stuff. So I did get this from the Goodwill bins as well. I got it this year, June 29th, and my average cost that day was $2.18 per item. Posted it August 21st to Poshmark and eBay. It sold on Poshmark October 4th for $18. That gave me a profit of $12.29. The next item is this Life Stride Patent Black Shiny Glossy Dress Shoe size 10W. These did look like they were in excellent, like really good condition, like almost like new. My guess is somebody wore them once and never wore them again. And they had this support, kind of like a comfort insole. I think it was a little bit squishy padded, and a nice, no like real major blemishes. And yeah, overall just a really clean, nice pair of shoes. And I got these from the Goodwill bins as well. And let's see, I got them at the end of December on that trip. This location, the Goodwill bins charges, they don't weigh them with the clothes, they charge for the shoes. And it depends if it's sandals or if it's shoes. And I think maybe boots is a separate fee as well, if I remember. So they do charge based on the type of shoe. So for sandals, which it qualified as a sandal, it was $1.99, which is really good. And I posted it December 31st to Poshmark and eBay, and it finally sold October 6th on eBay for $24, which is a really good. I waited, I held out, and that gave me a profit of $17.03. The next item is this Polo Ralph Lauren hoodie for kids, size 6, authentic kids preppy bear sweatshirt. Color, put color on there. I think I was trying to put color block, but it wouldn't let me put the whole word. So the color blocking, so you had the maroon and the green and the blue arms, so that color blocking going on, plus the preppy bear on the front. And it was in okay, pretty good condition for overall, but you know, and I did put pre-owned good condition. I did put flaw minor wear, and the person that bought it didn't apparently think that. I think, what did they write? Let me see if I can see it real quick. They gave me 4 stars, and I think he's one of the only people that have ever marked me down. They said the item description and item cleanliness. So I just thought that was like, it was clean. I don't understand what the problem was. It's used clothes. You're buying used clothes. But I went to this person's page, and I think they buy the Polo Ralph Lauren stuff and then resell it. And I think this person wanted to resell it and make a profit. And I don't know. I think that you have to be really careful when you're doing that. And I don't think they've been doing it for very long either. So I feel bad, but that's not my problem. He also bought it on Poshmark, so I can't return it anyways. The next item, well, I never went through that. So I did buy it at the Goodwill bins. I got it for $1.27, my average cost per items last November. Posted it November to Poshmark and eBay last year. Sold on Poshmark for $23, which gave me a profit of $17.90. I mean, you can only do what you can do. I did actually block that person. Sorry if you watch my show, but I don't want to have somebody, you know, buy stuff from me and then do that over. Like, I just don't want to have to deal with that. I mean, if somebody finds something and buys it from me, it clearly stated it had wear. It had the pictures showing the condition. It was cleaned. I don't know what else I could have done. And I've been doing that really well. I do clean everything really well, so I don't understand what the problem was. But yeah, anyways, I think he was just not happy with the whole overall condition, but it's called learning. We all learn and make mistakes, so I think he just learned too. The next item is this Pebble Beach Shorts Men's 40 Golf Performance. And I put blue-gray because they kind of look blue and they kind of look gray. So I just put blue-gray pockets, resort chino. And this is a pretty good brand, I would say, in the golf industry. Pebble Beach is a really popular golf destination course for a lot of golfers to go to. Kind of like, I won't say the holy grail because I'm not a golfer and I don't really know, but I do know it's a really popular course. And so this one I got at the Goodwill bins as well back in November 10th of last year. So again, $1.27 per item that day. Posted it on November 14th to Poshmark and posted it on September 26th this year, 2024, to eBay. And it sold on eBay October 9th for $14.99, That gave me a profit of $10.39. I was really happy to see that one go. The next item is this main strip chunky cream white cropped sweater with frayed edges, women's size small. And this one I believe is from the original donation, but I'll double check. I thought, you know, it's really cute though. It was really a nice ivory cream color and definitely the chunkier knit. And then the unique thing is it does have this like chunky, like extravagantly frayed edges at the bottom and on the ends of the sleeves, and even I think right here along the neckline. So I just thought that was interesting. This one actually, let's see, it was from the original donation, so I had zero invested in it. I posted it back October of 2022 to Poshmark, and then I took new photos and then reshared it and posted it on eBay February 1st of this year, 24. And it finally sold on Poshmark because I also posted it reposted it second time to Poshmark when I did eBay. And it did sell October 9th this year for $17. That gave me a profit of $13.53. And I did think it was kind of funny because I was watching this country singer that is on TikTok, or at least that's how she got famous, was TikTok. Alexandra K, I think. Now I can't remember her name. Alexandra K, I think. Alexandra K. Let me look it up. I'll show you. Oh no, a deadly virus escapes a lab. Oh dear. Alexandra K. Here you go, you guys. So she was wearing it in one of her TikToks. But she's really cute. She's a cute gal. I followed her from when she first started posting, well, like at least when she was originally posting TikToks, trying to get like known. And so I was following her for a while, but she's been famous now for a little while. But I think it's really cute that I saw some of her videos and she was wearing this particular sweater, so I just thought that was interesting. Next item is this Lane Bryant Cacique Ditzy Floral Underwire Bra, adjustable strap, size 50C, and it was in very good condition overall. There's the tag. You can see the tag's not even worn. I know if they've been worn a lot, the tag gets really blurry and worn out, so you can tell it was not worn a lot. Probably just didn't fit right, and they never returned it. So it had this really cute pattern, this little like floral pattern. And there's some photos of it. It was in, I think even like it looks like it was barely used, to be honest. I did get this at the Goodwill bins. I got it on December 27th last year, so it was $1 per item that day. And I posted it January 24th to Poshmark and eBay. It sold on eBay October 10th, and it sold for $16. So that gave me a profit of $11.32. So I like to see those little ones go through, lightweight items. Every $10 is an extra $10 in my pocket. So thank you very much. The next item is another lightweight thin item. It's by Wacol, and it's a women's kind of like a cami negligee, but it's sheer, and it had this like white, ivory, creamy white colored embroidery, as you can see along the front. Very beautiful, and if you can kind of see through to see the mesh right here. So it had like a mesh see-through, so kind of more of a negligee, and they do sell like bras and stuff. A lot of people know them, but it had more of like that cami, and obviously meant to be worn out maybe. I just thought that was really pretty though. So I did find this at a Goodwill recently. I paid, let's see, I paid $2.99, so not bad. I bought it August 24th this year. Posted it September 10th to Poshmark and eBay. It sold October 10th, so it took a month, and it sold for $19.79. So that gave me a profit of $12.99 after fees and my investment. The next item is this Killer Acid Women's Small Mushroom Graphic t-shirt. And I put green because of the color, and funny because I just think a lot of people like, you know, kind of funny. I also think that I went ahead and put, because of the back had some uniqueness, you know, the mostly like the graphic was the back, but the front had the mushroom too. So I went ahead and did a side-by-side, a photo where you attach them. Well, I can't think, what is it called? Compilation, I don't remember. Anyways, it doesn't matter. But I made a picture where you could see the front and the back, so I could use that as my cover photo, and I think that helped it sell, to be honest. Because I don't think originally I had that. I was using the front or the back or the front, and then I'd change it up every now and then, move it to the back, move it to the front, trying to get more people to kind of look at it. But then I finally was like, why don't I just make a collab and have both the front and the back? I think that really helps when somebody's scrolling to see it. So the back has this, all these mushrooms, and it says mushrooms are my friends. Anyways, my daughter got this at Meow Wolf in Denver last year when we went to her nationals competition, and they took us to Meow Wolf as like an outing for the day. And she got it at the gift shop there. So it came out of my daughter's closet. So I paid $0 and posted it to Poshmark and eBay and Depop on July 17th this year. It sold on eBay October 10th, and it sold for $16.20. So that gave us a profit of $12.99. So interesting, that was the same profit as the waffle. The next item is this little Gymboree baby infant swan ruffle sweater button up, size 0 to 3 months. Super cute little sweater cardigan. And the swans are adorable. I just loved it. And it has this cute little ruffle along the bottom that was also really pretty. I think it was just adorable. It was the perfect time for it to sell too, right as we're going into the winter. I got that in that kid-to-kid bag sale, so my average cost was $1.57. Posted it on March 1st to Poshmark, eBay, and Kidizen, and it sold on eBay on October 10th. Sold for $8, so my profit was $4.36. And like I said, every little bit out of that bag sale adds up, because all together it's going to come out to more. The next item is this Disney Toy Story Pizza Planet Alien Claw t-shirt, crop top size small. Also came out of my daughter's closet. And it had like this black acid wash, and then of course the aliens, which were my favorite character when Toy Story came out. I was a teenager, and the original Toy Story. And I went to the Disney store. I think it was at the Disney store. It might have been at a Fred Meyer's. I don't remember. It might have been at Fred Meyer's. But I went and bought an alien. It was like this like toy that was like, I don't know if you can see, but it was probably like a 12-inch toy, and you could squeeze it, and the head would light up, kind of like a glowworm, and it would say like, the claw is my master, and I think if you squeeze it again, it said a couple of like the aliens phrases. So I loved it. I used to collect Disney when I was a teenager, and eventually I narrowed that down. I still have a few things, but I don't have that item anymore. I wish I did, because it was probably one of my favorite items looking back. So I posted that t-shirt to Poshmark and eBay on October 16th last year. It took a whole year. And it finally sold on Poshmark on October 11th for $19, which gave me a profit of $15.41. And I just thought it was interesting because I remember seeing an offer on the item came in. And as soon as that offer came in, it's like, it sold. So somebody else must have been watching that t-shirt and thinking about buying it. And as soon as they saw that I got an offer from a different person, I'm guessing Poshmark notified them, because it just sold. I was like, or it was just a really coincidence that this person offered something, and before I could respond to their offer, it sold to somebody else. So I just thought that was kind of funny. But if you don't buy it and you put an offer in, you may not get it. So if you really want it, you gotta go out and just buy stuff sometimes. Anyways, so it was pretty cool that sold, and earned some money off of it. I think I told you. Yeah, I went through all those. I was like, did I go through all those details? I'm getting tired. It's been a long day, once again. And the next item is this Just Polly holographic I put Club Mini Bodycon dress, sleeveless, women's size, extra large. Super cool. It had that like blue purple like holographic look going on, and so like if you moved it one way or the other, it would be very shiny. And I think it might have been new because it still had that like tag on it, but it could have just been from the store, like the Goodwill or wherever. But I think it was new, and it looked new. Anyways, I got that at Goodwill March 6th of this year. I paid $4.99 and I posted it to Poshmark and eBay on April 15th. It finally sold on eBay October 11th. It sold for $22, so I earned a profit of $13.10. And I think it might have sold because maybe somebody wanted it for part of their Halloween costume, because it might be a really good costume. The next item is this 511 Tactical Tack Light Pro Ripstop EMS pants, 38 by 32. And I put blue, utility, cargo, pockets, and new. So I found some stock photos just to kind of give an idea of what it looks like, because this just doesn't really do it justice. But that's essentially the pants. And I found this at the Goodwill bins, so it was a really good pickup. It amazes me sometimes that people don't pick this kind of stuff up, but I knew the ripstop and with all the pockets going on, and it was new, so I was like, this is going to be worth something to somebody. I also posted like the 511, like I took a screenshot of how much they cost on the website. $68 for this identical pair. So for somebody that's going into the industry and needed to, or just needs new ones, definitely worth buying. I posted it, so let's see, I got it at the bins this year, June 29th. My average cost was $2.18. Posted it August 20th to Poshmark and eBay, and it sold on Poshmark on October 12th, and it sold for $35 as you saw that. So it made me a profit of $28.20. So one of my better flips. The next item is this Lee by Riders or Riders by Lee flannel shirt, women's medium fleece. And I put white, pink, blue, plaid, warm, cozy. And this actually came from a recent donation, and it was a little bit more of a vintage item. The colors are really pretty, I think. And I think they put their initials in it, which is interesting. Made a size medium, and it's kind of like a flannel shacket, I think is what you'd call it. Maybe kind of like a shirt jacket, like you can just wear it over the top of something. Anyways, I had zero invested, so I posted it. I also have another one, exactly the same size and everything. It's just a slightly different plaid pattern. And this one sold really quick, so I posted it September 20th to Poshmark and eBay, and it sold on October 12th, so it only took a couple of weeks. It sold for $14.99, so that gave me a profit of $11.66. So donations are really nice sometimes because they just kind of pad it. The next item is this Maurice's crochet cardigan duster, women's small, and I put gold brown because it kind of had a lot of goldish tints to it, but it kind of goes with brown too, so I just went with both gold brown. And I put open knit just because it had a lot of like that like crochet, I'm assuming kind of open knit in a way, and I think it gets the point across though. And it was really cute, but it is some Maurice's, but I kind of picked it up because of the style more than the brand. And I know that is a really cute, like a really kind of like unique styles, those crocheted cardigans, and I've sold a few of them this year. So this item I picked up at a Goodwill. I did pay, let's see, I bought it on June 1st. I paid $5.29. Posted it June 17th to Poshmark and eBay. It sold on eBay on the 13th of October, and I sold it for $19. That gave me a profit of $9.65. This kind of goes back to, I know there's a lot of people that wouldn't pick that up because it doesn't make them $20 profit or more, and maybe I'll get there eventually, but I'm still learning. And in my mind, it was a style pickup, and I thought I might be able to get more for it. I finally went less just because I wanted to get it sold, and I went ahead and just went with that price. So and I'm happy to see it go. I got my money back and I earned a profit. The next item is this Southern Marsh men's extra large red t-shirt with a marlin fish graphic on the back, short sleeve, and I put bird logo. It has the little Southern Marsh logo right here on the front pocket, so I put bird logo. And I got this at Goodwill on August 17th. I paid $2.99, posted it September 7th to Poshmark and eBay, and it sold on eBay on October 14th. It sold for $16, so that gave me a profit of $9.65. So 2 items, both earning me a profit of $9.65. And right now, it's better than the $3-4 profit, so I'll take it. But I'm getting there, you guys. I really am. I'm slowly getting there. And my goal is to get, even though I might pick up these at the bins especially, I'll pick up a lot of stuff to sell because it takes me a while to post it. And, like, I'll be lucky if I can get my 5 a day in. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. But right now, I think what I'm trying to do is I've gave myself a new goal of posting 5 a day, and then if I'm up to it, I can create the posts and save them for later. So that way, on the days where I am too busy or I really don't feel like it, I can go ahead and post those items that I kind of set aside for later. And I'll do that with, like, maybe not the seasonal items, but like a hat that can be any time of the year or whatever. But if it's something that's more seasonal, I'm going to try to get those posted versus letting them sit for too long. But I think that's a good way to go about it, because I know people do talk about it on the other YouTubers that I follow, do talk about having some in reserve, so that way, you know, you can, because you never know what's going to happen. Like, you may be expecting to be able to post and then you can't. Something comes up, or you have to go to the emergency room, or, you know, just anything really, life happens. So it's always good to have some in reserve. So I am going to slowly build up that reserve. Once I feel like I'm at a point in my business where I have learned, it'll probably be a couple more years, but at one point, maybe sooner rather than later, but I will still do my big bins trips just because it's so far away to a bins that when I do go, I'm gonna make it worth my time, essentially. And that way I can take my time posting stuff, which doesn't give me the opportunity to go every day because it's over an hour away. It's almost 2 hours to a bins, really it is. If I go to Waco, it's an hour and a half. If I go to Houston, it's 2 hours. If I go to Dallas, it's going to be like 2.5 hours. So it just has to be worth my time to go to the bins. And if I'm going to go, I'm going to be there for one day, and I can't go back on a day-to-day basis. So I'm not able to just go and browse and only pick the very, very good items, which I would love it if I could do that every day. I would be so happy, you guys. But my life does not involve that right now. But maybe someday in the future it will. That's not my life right now. So right now I do what I got to do for my business, and this is what works for me. So it may not work for you, and that's okay. Everybody's got to do what works for them in their business, and we all tweak it to our personal life, essentially. So anyways, that was a little bit of a blurb, but with that said, when I get a chance to go to even a Goodwill, it's an hour away. So when I get to a chance to go to Goodwill and spend a day thrift shopping, I probably will blow it in one. Like I did this last weekend, and I had a budget, and I went through the whole budget in one store. But I was going to go to multiple stores, but I have a budget. So I have to give myself a cutoff limit and be like, okay, that's enough for now. Come back, get it posted, get stuff sold. And that's the important thing, is to get it posted and get it sold so that you can go out there and then get a little bit more and do it again. And eventually, what all of that was going to say is, I have seen recent videos, and I love the idea of having less items that are higher value than doing more items at a lower value. That would be better for me and my business, but it is just harder for me to obtain the items just because I live so far away. So I have to do what I have to do, and it will be fine. Someday I will have more time, and I am trying to build days, like take days off work to build more days into my schedule where I can actively go out and do my thrift shopping and be focused on it for the day. So I'm trying to build that kind of into my schedule. so that I have more opportunities to pick up more items, and then I won't have to go do the bins where I'm just taking, if I think I could sell it and make a $5 profit or a $10 profit, you know. But anyways, let me get a drink because my throat, I only have 2 items left. I had a tickle in my throat. I don't know if I got a hair or something. Okay, so the next item is this Victoria's Secret pajamas, and there's a little like picture I found, but I try not to put them in the front unless it's like a really important picture to put as the, like, I try to be careful with not using them as like the main picture. Really cute pajamas. My daughter actually had these, my older daughter, not this size, but she had this exact set, which I thought was kind of funny. I recognized it immediately when I saw it. I did get these from the bins as well. There's another picture. And the pants that go along with it. It's just a really cute, I like and I said cute again. I know I've said cute like 3 or 4 times already, you guys. It must be my go-to. Wow, I must have something. I'm so sorry. I just don't want to pause it for a tickle in my throat when I have 2 items left to get through. Okay, so it's a 2-piece pajama set from the Goodwill bins, Victoria's Secret, and I got it on June 29th. I was able to find both. I was really proud of myself that I found both the top and the bottoms, and I paid $2.18, my average cost per item. I pretty sure when I counted it all up, I counted it as 1 because it's a set, so rather than 2. And so I'm just going with $2.18 as my amount paid, and posted it to Poshmark and eBay on October 11th. I sold it October 14th for $20, and I did take an offer. She did go back and forth with me a few times, totally fine. And I keep hearing a couple recent people that I've watched saying better to take it than let it sit, you know, so just have the money. And I'm like, that's great and all, and I'm also trying to make sure I make a little bit of a profit. So I did go back and forth with her, I think, a couple times, but I finally went ahead and just accepted it because I'd rather have it sell than having that sit there for another month and a half and maybe not sell. So I went ahead and took it, and that gave me a profit of $14.17. So that's another lesson I've been trying to give myself. Sometimes you just got to take the offer. The next item is this Retrology top, women's large, dark navy blue, short cap sleeve t-shirt, lace. There goes my throat again. I don't know what's going on. I think I got like a hair tickle, those like fuzzy tickles in your throat. I'll just keep taking drinks and maybe it'll go down. Anyways, so this one actually is the second time this is sold. I did sell it before and it got sent back. The lady did not think it fit her right. I think that was just for fit, which is totally okay. I didn't mind. I got it relisted and it has sold again. So hopefully this person, it works perfectly for. And it's just this really pretty blue, dark blue. Great for this season too. And it had like this like lace panel embellishment. So I got this at the Goodwill bins last November at my average cost of $1.27 per item. Posted it December 7th to Poshmark and eBay, and this time it sold on October 14th for $15.99. That gave me a profit of $11.44. So far altogether my earnings have been a total of $331.12. And I have the other half of the month to get through. Well, today is the 29th when I'm filming this, so I am almost at the end of the month, but I haven't added it to my spreadsheet as you can see yet. So I wanted to get this video filmed so that I can add the rest of my sales to the spreadsheet to see where we're at. But I think I'm consistent with my past months so far, so I think that we're going to be right in that ballpark, which makes me happy, you guys. I'm going to pull this back up so you can see me for the last few seconds. So I am still finishing up learning, like, well, not finishing up. I'm going to be learning for the next few years, but I will get better. I'm just going to keep learning as I go, and that's what everybody should do. I don't think you should ever stop learning. I always love learning new things, so this is fun for me. I've actually recently picked up on I was at Walmart, and I like to look at their clearance items. I know, because we all do that, I'm sure. But I was on the clearance aisle and I saw a cross stitch pattern, or like a little cross stitch kit that came with the thread and everything for like $3.50, and I was like, that looks like fun. So I picked it up. See, here I am learning. I think I tried to cross stitch a long time ago, but to be honest, I don't even think I ever cross stitched, and I definitely didn't finish anything. So I picked it up and I bought like the little ring that, like the little wooden frame rings that you buy so you can cross stitch with it. So I've been cross stitching this little cross stitch thing, and my husband's like, you're like in your old lady era now. Well, my youngest went off to college this year, so it's definitely been a new time of our lives. I'll just put it that way. But I don't know. It's fun. It's probably one of those things I'll do it, and I probably won't do it again for a while. But like puzzles, it's like I do puzzles a few times, and then I won't do another puzzle for a year or something later. So I'm sure I'll pick up another one. I've been having fun cross-stitching it, but it does take a very long time, a lot longer than I thought it would. But I do a little bit here and a little bit there, and it's coming along slowly. Anyways, so that's it for this video, you guys. So this is the first half of my October sales, and it's almost the end of October, so I will be putting together another just sold video with the month end and showing the rest of the stuff that sold this month very soon. If you didn't see my last video, I just filmed on Friday. I took the day off and I went into Goodwill and I spent like $200. I actually spent more than $200, but some of that stuff was for me. But I spent about $200, and I think after everything sells, it'll be a profit of about $600. I kind of calculated what I expect everything to sell for on like a low to high scale, and I added up all the lows. So it could sell for more, it could sell for less if I take less or I take a lower offer. But for my average or my estimate of what everything will sell for, I did find some really good deals like those Hoka shoes. So definitely go check that video out. It's a pretty long one though. It's like an hour and 15 minutes. But if you have time to sit and watch it, go check it out. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button so you can be notified every time I post a new video. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and thank you for watching. Bye!